Hello? All right.
I'm back at the Cornell Co-op botanical garden and butterfly house. Here's a follow-up on this Saturday evening. The sun's not as bright and it's not going to be as harsh on the lighting, taking some pictures of the flowers and whatnot. But we are here to check out the butterfly house. So last time we didn't spot any butterflies, and I'm guessing now that there's going to be some beautiful monarch butterflies flying around. But I highly recommend this place. Just for something to do, check out some flowers with the kids or the family. You want to see some butterflies, little educational stuff. Right now it is Saturday, July 25th, and it is about 7:15 p.m. Watch your step for caterpillars. And I am seeing some butterflies flying around. There's only a couple that I see offhand. But we want to make sure we don't harm any of the plants, any caterpillars crawling around, or any butterflies. So let's go check out, see if we can capture some butterflies flapping their wings. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting 6 butterflies right off the bat, and I haven't looked around yet. But I highly recommend checking out the Cornell Co-op botanical garden and butterfly house. So now I'm just going to take some pictures. I'll let the video run while I walk around and take some pictures. But check out some of these flowers. I forget what those are called, but I showed off a whole bunch last time, and now there's more in bloom inside the butterfly house, and there's even some sunflowers outside. And we got a butterfly chart, which is kind of hard to read. They got a position. The life cycle effects of butterflies, caterpillars, and then I never knew this, but male monarch butterflies will have thin veins on the wings with pronounced black spots on the thin veins on the wings. The females don't have those. And I didn't know this till I took up photography and started researching stuff. There's tons of information and educational stuff I learned probably in school and as a kid and growing up, and my time in the Boy Scouts and stuff. But if you don't use that stuff throughout your life, you tend to forget and whatnot. So, but it's nice learning new things and relearning new things. So we'll see where I can set this up. I want to get some pictures. Make sure we don't step on any caterpillars. So I'll just let this run around. Maybe we'll get a butterfly flapping their wings, come on by. So, the sunlight's not harsh today because it's later in the evening. But trying to take pictures of butterflies and even flowers, it's hit or miss when there's such bright sun. Some reds, just beautiful flowers are really beautiful and beneficial for the environment. But we get taking some more pictures because we're short on daylight. Got about an hour and 15 minutes left, so I want to see what I can capture. I'll keep the the video going for a few more minutes in case the butterfly comes around. Signs of some caterpillars. There's milkweed. See if I can get in to show you. Here's the milkweed. You can see the plant's been bit up, chewed up. But definitely signs of more caterpillars in here too. And see if we see any right offhand. Downside of looking for these is I don't have my glasses. Hey, look, there's a little tiny one right there. So tiny, about the size and length of my fingernail. Definitely signs on all the vegetation. I'm going to go ahead and get a few more pictures and I'm going to turn this off and conserve some battery life. Let's get a little close up here. I'll show you this monarch right there. You can see it. Monarch butterfly. And there's a whole bunch just resting up there. Alright, so we'll see what else I can capture, and hope you enjoy the we named this the edition of Not My Garden. So I'll work on the first video at some point and release it, and then hopefully I'll get this released. But I'll continue to get more footage here and there, but for now I'll conserve some battery. I was hoping last time I came here last year there was tons and tons of butterfly. So if it's anything like last year, there will probably be even more as these caterpillars grow and go through their cycle. But yeah, so there's about 6 or 7 resting on the netting housing and a couple caterpillars. But I'll definitely come back and see if there's more, because it'd be nice to get. I've been chasing monarchs out, in the wild, but I have yet to get a monarch that has landed on a butterfly. Or a monarch butterfly that has yet landed on a flower this year. So every time I've seen them, they're just too far away. I go grab my camera and they're gone. So, all right, let's see what else we can get into. All right, we are outside the butterfly house now. Maybe we'll get lucky and spot a butterfly out on the flowers somewhere. Here's the sunflowers that are coming out, or came up. Black-eyed Susans. Some coneflowers, some daisies, marigolds, little mix of everything. Very beautiful, educational, something fun to do for your significant other, your kids, your family, something educational. Highly recommend. So no butterflies yet outside. I was just getting some pictures of flowers. But it's usually how the chase goes. Probably got about, let's see, got about a little less than an hour before sunset. And we'll just walk around, see if I catch anything I didn't catch last time. And now that the sunlight ain't so harsh, some of these flowers will be easier to get pictures of. It's been a real dry summer too. I know some of the lakes, one lake, they closed off the beach due to low water levels. So, but Big sunflower right there, bunch of flowers there. This is the rose garden. Little archways. Got little kids activities, banging the pots and pans. Vegetable garden over there. There's a woodpecker in the tree too. I think with the sun and the way the shadow is, I probably won't be able to get a good enough picture. I heard him in the tree doing his little tap, tap, tap. Now, some of you might say, Brian, resort photography, why sometimes are you using your viewfinder versus using your screen on the camera when you take pictures? Well, plain and simple. A lot of photographers will say always use your viewfinder, which I always try to, but the problem is when you have mobility issues, back problems, knee problems, and you're getting older, it's easier to use the screen when the situation arises to where you don't want to bend down and get different angles and stuff like that, so it's convenient. With the mirrorless cameras, there's really no difference, but when I can, I do use the viewfinder, what you really see versus what the screen's going to show you. So in essence, do what works for you, not what other people say you should or shouldn't do. Everything you find and hear and read and research is just starting points, guides, and some photographers will live by them, but essentially it's your art, it's your creation, it's your photography. Take the tools, the guides, as a starting point. Now the great thing here, they don't leave you guessing saying, oh, what's that flower? They actually mark them. We got Zena. So many different varieties and colors. Nasturtium. I just totally messed that up, pronunciation. Dianthus. These are pest deterrents, marigolds. And they got pollinators over there. They even got them marked so you're not guessing what kind of flowers they are. So that's real nice that they do this, and all this is done by volunteers. All this is done by volunteers. So it's definitely nice that they're able to do this and keep it going year after year. Highly recommend. So just do a quick walkthrough. Little fairy garden, little water garden. Little water garden over here. And I do believe they do scheduled events here and stuff for the kids and stuff like that. They got a compost area, educational compost area. They got some beehives. They are doing construction here when you pull into the left, so stay away from that area. The sign says compost education area. They got memorial garden. The memorial garden is dedicated to all the past volunteers, but not that, because this wouldn't be possible without volunteers. So if you're into gardening and you have some knowledge, I'm sure they'd love to have more volunteers. Over here is where they grow various vegetables. Of course, mixed in with some flowers, squash, tomatoes. Little kids area over here. And then we got Anika, 2004-2015. Statue was placed in memory of Anika, the dog who inspired the creation of the Cornell Companions of Oneida County therapy dog. Nika was friend to all, but was always most comfortable being surrounded by children. Her legacy is honored here in the hopes that each child who plays in the garden gives her hugs and a pet, just as she would have wanted in life. We'll give her a little pet. So yes, animals change lives. Service dogs, therapy dogs, even just a companion. So that is it. Now I'm gonna go chase the sunset. And we'll probably come back in a couple more weeks and see how many more butterflies have populated the butterfly house. So till next time, this is an edition of Not My Garden with Lazor Photography, and stay tuned. Be bold, be you, and let your soul shine.